Hi, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, Chattanooga is losing the Delta Queen. The 87-year-old riverboat has been sold to a group of investors for an undisclosed sum. This summer, the U.S. Senate is expected to lift rules to allow the boat to transport passengers on the nation's waterways again. Then the boat will be moved out of Chattanooga for about $7 million in repairs. And by next spring, the Delta Queen should be sailing up and down the Mississippi, Ohio, and Tennessee rivers once again. Not Oklahoma, not Kansas, but Tennessee. Tennessee now ranks second in tornado deaths nationwide. That's according to a new analysis of the past 3 decades from the Southeast Regional Climate Center. Tennessee ranks second only to Florida. Tornado deaths in that state are nearly 5 times higher than in Kansas. Ranking 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the list are North Carolina, Ohio, and Alabama. This entire region, called Dixie Alley, is where more people die from tornadoes than anywhere else in the world. One reason is because atmospheric conditions here give us more tornadoes at night. That makes the twisters harder to see and at a time when more people may be asleep. A suspect has been arrested in the killing of a candy lady in Chattanooga. 31-year-old Cashman Perkins was captured by U.S. Marshals in Columbus, Mississippi on Sunday. His arrest comes a week after Frances Prin Smith was shot to death at Emma Wheeler Homes. The 40-year-old was a mother of 5 and a counselor in the community. Her visitation is today, and her burial will be held tomorrow. The woman running a puppy mill in Bradley County has been arrested. Rebecca Van Meter was found with nearly 250 dogs at her home in McDonald. In fact, there were so many that it took authorities 4 days just to move them all. Van Meter has been charged with 1 count of cruelty to animals. She was freed after posting a $500 bond. Frist Hall will be torn down at UTC. The nearly 65-year-old building is being demolished as part of a parking improvement project. The hall currently houses the School of Communications, the Disability Resource Center, and Student Support Services. Some of those departments may be relocated into the old Chattanooga State Office building. Officials say Frist Hall is expected to come down within the next year. Police say a man on parole shot a Walker County deputy and killed a sheriff's office canine on Friday. Authorities say Stephen Lee Waldemar likely will face felony charges related to the animal's death. The police dog was only 2 years old and had been working for the sheriff's office for 8 weeks when it was shot. Deputy Donnie Brown was also reportedly hit in the neck by a stray bullet. His wounds weren't considered serious. Deputies were trying to serve a warrant on Waldemar, who was on parole out of Idaho on a kidnapping charge. A man was killed at his home in Chattooga County over the weekend. The victim has been identified as William Robert Packer from Somerville. The sheriff's office tells WRCB it doesn't have any details about a suspect at this time. Hamilton County will be getting a 4th charter school this fall. The middle and high school plans to open in the old James A. Henry building on the west side. It will be called the New Consortium of Law and Business Charter School, and it will sit in the center of 8 government-subsidized housing sites. The school is designed to reach families in an area where less than half the residents graduate high school, and household income averages less than $10,000 a year. The school will open with about 70 students. One area school system has built the first indoor football field in the region. Sequatchie County Schools has constructed a new $1.2 million recreation facility. The building will be used for PE classes in the mornings and football, baseball, soccer, or softball practices in the afternoons. So now weather conditions are no excuse to cancel practice, and officials are even considering building a rock climbing wall inside as well. Finally, construction has started on a new $100 million plant in Whitfield County. IVC has broken ground on a luxury vinyl tile plant in Dalton. It will add 200 jobs to the region when it's completed. The plant is expected to be finished and operational in the first quarter of 2015. Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 94 degrees. The low tonight will be around 70. That's it for today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.